Hello everyone, I'm Brian and today we will be talking about body language. Here's our overview and this is the definition. So what is body language? Body language is body movement or body motion to replace your voice or language when you want to express something. And there's all kinds of body languages. For example, there's body or eye contact, hand gesture, social distance, facial expression, posture, or even appearance. And here is a video example of posture. Watch how the difference between the two kinds of posture when he is on stage.
Hi everyone, look, so excited to be here to talk about the core vocal foundations of great communication. It's vital that you learn to apply.
As you can see, this one, speaking without body movement or good posture, makes the speech looks much more boring, just like a lot of us when we are speaking on stage. But the second example, speaking with good posture and body language, makes the speech much more appealing.
People who use their body language are perceived as being better leaders.
And this example is face expression. Watch how this guy can express his shock without speaking a word. Here is his normal expression. And next up is his shocked expression. And here is an example of eye contact. Watch how he can just use his eyes to convince others to trust him. And here is an example of social distance. Watch how she can express her upset without speaking and just by moving her body and position. And next up is an example of appearance. Watch how she changes her attitude when this guy changes his clothes or his appearance. And our objective is to decrease the misunderstandings between different cultures and their different body languages. And here is something that we don't want to happen. For example, in Bulgaria, shaking their head means yes and nodding their head means no, which is the opposite of most countries' body languages, including our own. And this might cause a problem when other tourists from other countries come to Bulgaria and they want to nod their head for speaking yes, but that actually means no in Bulgaria, and that might cause some misunderstandings. And also the V sign, also known as the peace sign or the yay sign, whatever you want to call it. This sign might just mean peace in America, and it might just be a normal selfie pose for you when you take a photo. But when the palm is facing forward towards the person, and this has been an insulting gesture in Australia and England. So please use this gesture more carefully. And the method is we first collect data. For example, in the Netherlands, 72% of the people believe that physical touch is an aspect of communication, while in India, only 41% agrees. And also in America, 85% of people uses handshakes as a greeting, but when in Japan, only 15% of them do. Also, 64% of Americans reported that they have experienced cultural misunderstandings between different culture, different body languages, and 53% of Germans have experienced and 46% of Japanese have experienced. And the Harvard Business Review estimates that 50 to 70% of our daily communication is actually nonverbal, like it's actually our body languages or our tone. And also the crossed arms gesture, that 74% of people believe that crossed arms indicate defensiveness or closing up, and 64% believes that it might mean resistance or reluctance. And also staring at another, 62% of people believe that it is a sign of interest or attraction. However, 54% of the other poll think that it means aggression or dominance. And this body language's connection with pragmatics are nonverbal cues influence verbal communication. Pragmatic principles can be applied to understand how body language can modify or even go against verbal messages. For example, a person's facial expression may convey a different emotional tone than their speaking words. And also, it can contextualize body languages. Pragmatics helps us understand that body language is not just a reflection of our emotions and intentions, but also depend on the context which we are speaking in. And also, intercultural communication. Pragmatics can help us appreciate the cultural difference in body language use and interpretation. For example, direct eye contact is considered rude in some cultures, while it might mean essential, effective communication in other countries. And now let's hand it to Leah to introduce social distance.
So, hello everyone, this is Leah. Today, my topic is about social distance. My topic will be split into 3 parts. The first part will talk about social distance in different continents. The second part is social distance in same continent, and lastly, my conclusion. So first of all is social distance in different continents. The countries that I found is France and Mexico. France from Europe and Mexico from South America. So I tried to find these 2 countries because I had both of the citizens in one of the activities that I hope. There was a barbecue party, and after all of the activity ends, we'll try to make people who are free to stay with us and clean up the whole place and wash all the gears. And French people, although they don't have things to do, they try to go away with their own friends. And Mexican people, I know they are really passionate and they try to stay with us. And during that time, like around 20 minutes, I have made friends with some of them. I'm really affectionate. So I came into a short conclusion that so maybe French people tend to mind their own business, and Mexican people tend to help out the others. But to my surprise, that French people actually, when I make friends with them, they are kind. So they just trying to mind their own business when they are they don't even know you, but they're still supportive when. I think that is a misunderstanding that French people are selfish or something, but you just need to make friends with them. The next part is social distance in the same continent, which I found is Finland and Italy. One is on the very north part of Europe, and Italy is on the very south part of Europe. I found this information on the internet. So Finnish people tend to respect personal place and time and try to avoid interacting. So during the COVID time, their government even encouraged them to stay up their house and they don't feel uncomfortable. And for Italian people, they try to show their affection by hugging and kissing. So that is their way of like showing they are close with you. They welcome you to their place. And then confused about why they are doing these things, like they are too close to them. So, in conclusion, I think it is better to understand different traditions and rituals to avoid misunderstanding. That's it. We'll hold it on to the next person.
Hello, my name is Tina, and today I'm going to talk about body contact. Body contact, often referred to physical contact or tactile interaction. It is the act of touching another person's body. This can occur in various forms and contexts, ranging from casual and informal to formal and intimate. Here are some examples of body contact encounters different cultural differences. The first body contact is handshakes. In Western cultures, firm handshakes are standard and seen as a sign of confidence and professional. A firm grip is often interpreted as demonstration of sincerity and strength. And in East Asian cultures, handshakes tend to be softer, as a strong grip might be perceived as aggressive or overly assertive. So bowing may be a more polite and customary way to greet someone, reflecting respect and humility. In Middle Eastern cultures, men might shake hands firmly, but a man and a woman shaking hands could be uncommon or a taboo. In many Middle Eastern cultures, physical contact between men and women who are not related can be inappropriate, reflecting deep cultural and religious norms about gender interaction. The next body contact is kissing on the cheeks. European countries such as France, Italy, Spain. Cheek kissing is a common greeting and a social norm, often involving 1 to 3 kisses depending on the region. And this gesture symbolized warmth, familiarity, and friendship. On the other hand, American and Asian cultures, kissing on the cheek might be unfamiliar and uncomfortable. In the United States, some people prefer a handshake, which is seen as more professional and less intimate. In many Asian cultures, bowing or nodding is preferred, as it maintains personal space and shows respect. The next body contact is touching the head. In Western cultures, patting a child's head is often seen as a sign of affection, symbolizing care and kindness. And however, in Buddhist cultures, the head is considered sacred, and touching someone's head is seen as disrespectful. This belief stems from the idea that the head is the highest part of the body and should remain untouched by others. In conclusion, understanding these cultural differences can help navigate social interactions more smoothly and avoid potential misunderstandings. Being observant, adaptable, and respectful of different cultural norms and practices is key to effective and considerate communication across cultures. Recognizing and appreciating these variations can enhance interpersonal relationships and foster mutual respect and understanding. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sharon. Today I'm going to talk about hand gesture. And there are different kinds of ways to communicate with people. Even though you don't say any words, you can use hand gesture to express yourself. And hand gesture can be used to nonverbal communications, public speaking, and musical conducting. And today, I just focus on the part of nonverbal communications. And I think people will know that the same gestures can have various meaning in different countries, and people who grow up with different cultural backgrounds, social settings, may be misunderstood each other sometimes. To reduce misunderstanding when communicating with people from different countries and avoid conflicts, I think understand the meaning of hand gestures in different regions is very vital. So I give you some examples of the common hand gestures. The first one is OK sign. First, if you think something is no problem or you got it, you will use OK sign in Taiwan or in the USA. But if you go to Brazil or Spain, it can have some meaning of sexual things. If you use this one, they may think you are implying them to have a sexual thing with them. And if you go to Japan, this can be a way of requesting money because you can see this is the shape like coins. And if you go to Italy, you use these signs beside your face, and shaking will be the meaning that you ask people whether they want to go to drink coffee with you. And the second is the V sign. I think most Taiwanese like to display this V sign when taking pictures. But if you go to the UK, Australia, or New Zealand, it can be the meaning of fuck off. So just remember and notice about that. And the last one is thumbs up. When you think someone is great, you want to praise him or her, or you think someone does a great job, you will use thumbs up in Taiwan. So it is a positive meanings. But if you go to Spain or Brazil, it can be alluded about homosexuality, and it is kind of bad gestures to gays or lesbian. And if you go to Thailand or Greece, use this can be regarded as you call someone a jerk or you blame some others. So just avoid this kind of gestures in these countries. And there are different cultural backgrounds, like this dog is a German Shepherd, but the Italian used this gesture to pet the dog. So I think the dog is really confused because he didn't know what's the meaning about the gesture. And here, I think most people will think if you give someone the middle finger, it can be implied and you are not respect the person. But in some Asian gods statue, it means that you can use these gestures when some people make a wish and they hope these fingers can bring the wishes to the gods. So just remember this kind of difference. Yeah. So yeah. And I think in this modern society, even though you don't go abroad, you may meet many foreigners in your country. So to avoid some misunderstanding or conflicts when interacting with them, I think understand some different cultures or taboo is really important, especially if you are a person like to travel around the world. You should understand the taboos or the custom, to make your travel to be more smooth. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Serena. First, I'm going to talk about the definition of eye contact and its connection with linguistics. Eye contact is the act of looking directly into another person's eyes. It is a significant form of nonverbal communication that can convey a range of emotions and intentions, such as interest, attention, confidence, and honesty. Eye contact can vary in meaning and appropriateness depending on cultural norms and social contexts. In linguistics, eye contact is an important aspect of nonverbal communication that complements spoken language. Some connections between eye contact and linguistics include The first is social signals. Eye contact conveys social signals and emotions, such as interest, confidence, or discomfort, adding layers of meaning to verbal communication. And the second is cultural variations. Different cultures have varying norms regarding eye contact, affecting how verbal communication is perceived and interpreted. Overall, eye contact enriches verbal communication by providing additional context and facilitating smoother interactions. And next, I'm going to talk about the misunderstandings of eye contact between different cultures. Misunderstandings regarding eye contact between cultures can arise due to different norms and expectations. Here are some examples. The first is direct eye contact. In Western cultures, direct eye contact is seen as a sign of confidence, attentiveness, and honesty. Avoiding eye contact might be interpreted as evasiveness or lack of interest. And while in East Asian cultures, prolonged direct eye contact can be considered rude or confrontational, especially in hierarchical relationships. It's often more respectful to lower one's gaze. And the second is social and gender norms. In European countries, both men and women can freely make eye contact in social and professional settings, reflecting equality and openness, while in South Asian cultures, women might avoid direct eye contact with men as a sign of priority and modesty. These cultural differences highlight the importance of understanding and respecting varying norms to avoid misinterpretations and to foster effective communication. In conclusion, I believe that eye contact is closely related to linguistics, just like sign language and lip reading. It can convey what you want to express to the other person. However, it is important to know that people from different countries interpret eye contact differently. As examples I mentioned earlier, it demonstrates that eye contact is interpreted differently across cultures. This is the aspect I aim to study and explore in this report, and this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.